Welcome back to the channel. So it's Thursday night, just finished work, and I'm putting some new decals on my Jeep. Why? Am I going back to America and stuff? Okay, so what we're doing, we've cleaned all the bonnet. Why am I doing it? Okay, first of all, it's Axiom Designs via eBay. We've got a Normandy landing star, so we've got a star with a circle around it. Why am I doing this? So the long going debate with the whole Hotchkiss people in the UK for some reason, and American markings, and keeping them French and blah de blah, and at the same time there's a well-known British Willys Jeep expert, and he's already said if you're trying to sell a Hotchkiss and they ain't selling, you need to put American markings on it, and they sell instantly. And this is the thing, everybody knows what a Jeep is with American markings, and nobody seems to be interested in what a French Jeep is. But so what I'm doing is I'm celebrating both. I'm celebrating an M201, which is obviously, as we found out, is a possible is a C201, and the American icon which the Willys Jeep is. And it is a genuine Willys MV. It's made post-war under license of Willys Overland. And so why not? You know, it's your vehicle, you do what you want with it. So I'm just going to get these on. Now, these are actually quite easy to apply. Go this side so I'm out the way of views. And what you have, they come in two pieces. So you take the back piece off first. Oh, it might actually work. Yeah, it will work. This way. So the blue film is what's left. Now, different ways you can do this. Everybody's got different ways. What I do is I mark points with the centre line of the bonnet. So what I'm going to have to do is cover up that original star with this star, which looks quite easy to do, but you can make an arse of it quite easy. So just give me a second here, folks. So what I'm trying to do here is get this on with no creases. Now, I don't care what anyone says, you don't want these looking pin perfect, because in the field there was a big bit of cardboard was just put over the Jeep and it brushed or whatever over. That's how they did it in the field. This is the easy way to do it nowadays. And again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the white paint using the star, sorry, the sponge. Let's keep that down while we peel. The big reveal. So you can see there I've missed it. So that means we're going to have green underneath. That's not the end of the world. We can redo it. It's going to be easier for the computer doing. I hear Mother Half coming in. She's been out walking today with the dog, so I'm going to come back once I go and see my hobos. Then we'll get the star realigned, okay? Back in a sec. Right, I'm back. So, there's not much I can do with this. All I'm going to do is I've marked it and I'll paint them out green. Doesn't matter. You know, that's what it is. Nothing ever easy in my life these days with these things like this. So, we've also got the usual shipping weights and everything of the whole thing. And they always went on here. Like so. So, just got to get them horizontal on there. And again, these just peel off. So obviously I've degreased these areas last night with brake cleaner to get rid of the silcoline. Silcoline. What am I talking about? I used to use silcoline. Anyway, see, I've just finished work and I'm absolutely knackered. You shouldn't do things like this when you're tired, but I've got a lot to do tomorrow, so I need to keep busy tonight. So obviously Sunday is Remembrance Sunday, the 11th of November. So we always go down for the service, and I always take my Jeep out for a drive. Folks certainly like to see it out on Remembrance Sunday. And everybody knows what it is on Sundays when they see it. You don't need to do any explaining to folk what they are. You know, you go into the French, back to this whole Hotchkiss and American markings thing. You go into the French page and everybody's got American markings on them. Right, in France. And here in the UK, there's a group of people who get right humpty about it all. Personally, I'm not interested in any of these folk. Couldn't give a damn. Never going to eat them. Anyway, so I'm going to dabble that nice and thin again. And that will give us our finish back now. Once again, just use the old model paint. Oh, hell, I'll give it a good shake. I'm going to need a stir. Should be okay at this. And again, we will get it on nice and thin, so it looks old. It's a lot nicer than just painted the other day type setup. Something like that. Okay. Hopefully I'm going to get it all done with this last tin.
Very, very quiet bonfire night this year. So Charles trying to get the fireworks as much now. It's maybe time we just did ban them because well, they just throwing them at people and someone throws one at me, they'll be getting hiding in their life, and that's all there is to it.
So I was actually going to discuss, that's what I meant to be doing tonight, if I was going to buy another Willys Jeep, what I'd buy. And what I would buy is exactly what I bought, but I'd get one of the original 24 volts. I would buy another Hotchkiss. I wouldn't spend more money in World War II one. And if it came in French army markings with the French tires and stuff, I'd probably just leave it, just use it. Later on swap stuff out if I wanted to. But what I was going to talk about was the prices of them, because you can buy on eBay, people are bringing in American ones, and you buy them with a Nova plate, which is a form, sorry, to get them age related plates put on them in the UK. But they're like 8-10 grand for a non-running Jeep. That's just a can of worms. If you might get lucky and get one that's good. You could get one that needs a gearbox rebuilt, properly rebuilt. I wouldn't take a gearbox to bits, I'll tell you that. We've got a train interruption. So they're not cheap now, are they? 16, 18 grand. Yeah, 16, 18,000 pound in the UK for a Jeep now. But it's money in the bank. You know. I know I would try and get, because sadly what mine's not got is the 24 volts. Somebody is selling all the stuff to turn, I could turn mine back to 24, but well, it's not everything. But anyway, if it's 24 volts, got a lot better lighting. It's waterproofed more as well, and I would get one with the winter hood and the doors, and I'd get the heater for £300 from Kaiser Willis. They do a heater. I had to have a heater in it and I'd use it all year round. But I wouldn't get hung up about this genuine World War II thing, because half of the wartime ones aren't genuine. They're all rebuilt. Most of them have got Hotchkiss parts from them. And in fact, it's written in the Hotchkiss book by Pat Ware and the new Willys Jeep book that he's done, which also has another Hotchkiss Jeep part and feature, and it is most of the wartime Jeeps still running owe it to the Hotchkiss Jeeps for the parts availability. But certainly there's never been a better time to own them. They're not cheap, but once you've got one, you can get everything you need for it. Keep it as long as you want, which is what I plan to do. So anyway, you get the point what we're trying to do here. It's going to max in these bits here. Right, that'll do that. We'll move on to the other bit here now. So doing this is a lot better than spray painting, because you don't have to go masking everything. And the spray paint either goes on too thin or massively too thick, and it makes it absolutely solid block. And it doesn't look right when you see the Jeeps painted like with really bright graphics, all new looking. This doesn't look right. I know, just about. I think we've got our money's worth out of this little tin, haven't we? We've got a bit more. And what this should do is make it look like it's been on a while, which makes it a lot better. And it'll fade in a lot quicker as well because it's thin. So I'm going to change some of the boxes in the back as well. I've got a big brown ammo box up there. I'm going to put that in the back because I can get all my brew up kit in the back of the one box then, and a few extras when I'm out and about. Day up the hills, park up, get the stove going. Hot chocolate. How's that, folks? Is that alright? I would say that's a job done. Found some spare camel net, and I've got a massive big bundle of it, but I used to have a bit like that on it. Oh, I've stuck it on for the weekend. So, the reveal. I'm giving it a good half hour. It's okay. You can see that old star underneath. We'll just get that sorted. Doesn't take too much to do. So I've given this a good stir and a shake and another shake to get some onto the lid now. It's easier to paint it off the lid, you see. So, there you go. What about the no drip on our Jeep? Brand new brush that's really hard. Bristles. There you go. I'll do it, and that'll dry in perfect. That won't know, but I can do that. It's okay. Right. Put the rest of these and come back so I don't bore you too much. There you go, how's that? You'll not even see those brush marks once it dries in. I've managed to mark it there, but to tell you the truth, looks better, doesn't it, for a few marks. Look at that big dent. Right, so job done. I'll just secure this up, come back to you. So come back, if you can imagine it, once it's shined all over whatever, and it all looks the same, that'll look really good. And we've still got this to take off. Hopefully it comes off in one go. There you go. No, not quite. Couple of bits. There you go. US Port Authority War Shipping Admin, New York. So everything left New York, as you see, Manor Brothers. You see the troops all going out past the Statue of Liberty. For so many of them, it'd be the last time they've seen it. And for a lot of the Jeeps, it was the last time they would be, most of them wouldn't go back to America. Some will get reborn into the French ones like this. We've got a train. Not that much train activity lately. So these are really good, this material. Kind of used once though. So anyway, that's actually looks really cool. So that's what I used to have on the Jeep there. And I had the Invasion Star, and I had another US number on it. If I could rewind back to this whole changing Jeeps and that, I would actually go back to how it was when I got it. I wouldn't have changed it. I think it would look better now with all the wear and tear. They just look so good when they've been really well used, these Jeeps, and they're all scratched and whatever, you know. So we're there. I'm gonna have to clean my glass tomorrow. You can see it's filthy. And then we're ready to go. I'll be out tomorrow, Friday, because it's to be really sunny tomorrow. I want to go out for a bit, play around in it, fill it up again. I'll be out most of this weekend because it's to be warm. Unbelievable warm weather. Anyway, we'll wrap this up. I'll be back while we film tomorrow. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye for now.